Hello friends, and welcome back, or welcome to Vintage Sports Shack, and welcome back to another episode of Wing It Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking about the hobby box scam. So as always, stand up, stretch out, because away we go. I know I said I was going to address fewer comments today, but I changed my mind. I seen AI8 Sports talking about Card Collector 2 and loaded hobby boxes and things of that nature. So I kind of want to do something that I did about 6 months ago. But first, contest. I want to remind everybody of the contest. April contest. Comment down below. 1 to 300, and you can choose between 282 solo packs or 179 solo pack. 2,000 subscribers. We passed 1,750, so we're getting closer for a 1991 Stadium Club football, Brett Favre's rookie year. But to the topic, back to it, I wanted to talk about hobby boxes. I know AI8 Sports was talking about Ryan, Card Collector 2, getting loaded hobby boxes, and whether he does, doesn't, whether you agree, disagree, whether you think that influencers get hobby boxes, loaded hobby boxes or not, whether you think it's a scam, and I'm going to say scam again because YouTube loves it when you say scam. So, but to the hobby boxes, whether you think the influencers get them or not, I'm going to show you once again that they track them. Now, I started collecting in 77, quit about 92, 91, 92. And a lot of things happened in the late 80s, early 90s with printing companies, baseballs. I think it exploded from 1, 2, 3 to about 14 at the peak, card producing companies. I know I mentioned they had Scored, Leaf, Upper Deck, Stadium Club, Topps, Donruss, Fleer, Studio, Leaf Metal. There's like 14, if I'm not mistaken. And when I shout all these statistics, guys, I don't go up on the computer. I don't read. This is just what I remember from being old. And I know I say that, but when you live a full life, you know, you experience this stuff and you remember it when it's part of your life. So, but back in the late 80s, when I was going to college, I worked at a printing company. It was called More Business Forms. It's now called R.R. Donnelly. It's about 10 blocks that way, 15 blocks. It's in the town. At the time it was built in 1957. It was one of the only factories in town that was out in the country. Now it's south of the main part of town. It's crazy. But anyhow, this printing company's been there forever. And they do a lot of the new updates. It's one of the bigger printing companies in the world. But a lot of the new technologies and things are tested at this company. For instance, when I worked there, they started putting numbers. They used to run continuous computer forms. It would be all together and you'd tear them apart and pull off the end. It wasn't one sheet. It was different back then, but they started numbering them, and they had these big old number heads, and they'd put them up against the cylinders. But that was the first place that they ran continuous numbers on continuous computer forms back in 1989-90. Also, one of the things that they did, they started a pressure-sensitive division. Pressure-sensitive printing is like your stickers up in your window for an oil change. That's pressure-sensitive. Right now, they're doing driver license. It's a die-cut, pressure-sensitive type printing. Doesn't have anything to do with water. So I guess that helps it. One printing's water, one's not. It's done with pressure. As the cylinders go together, it just presses the ink on, which you can do. But back to 89, 90, 91, we got into holograms. And what these holograms did was let us be able to track itty bitty It's when computers started getting big in 91, 90, 91, 92. I know a lot of you people don't get not having computers, but at one point in time we didn't have computers, and this stuff was like new, just mind-blowing. A little hologram that big could give you information. I mean, just staggering amounts of information. Where it was shipping, where it was, what the job was. I mean, just continuous. But we used it for tracking. Put them on the boxes, boom, scan it, boom. As they put it on the billing labels, scan it, boom. But then it got to where we were putting them on each individual form. So, how it relates to sports cards. Now, this plaque I bought, I want to say 91, 92, 93. But it talks about, and this is from Upper Deck. It's a Michael Jordan pack. It's a limited edition, sports collectible. But it talks about hologram. A trading card or hologram has a market value that correlates directly to the specific number of each product and the demand for that particular card or hologram. This market value can be independently verified in nationally distributed price guides. So, what they're saying is these holograms are put on stuff because of the value that they put in the box, and it can be tracked, and it can be used to help maintain pricing, manipulate pricing. Basically, if they have control of product and have control of who gets it, then they basically have control of who buys it. And it's all tracked by the hologram. So if you think Card Collector 2 got loaded boxes, maybe, probably. The gentleman that runs Fanatics said a few months ago, breakers are great marketing. Fanatics, Topps, Panini, whoever, Leaf, they're not obligated to like sweepstakes rules, like McDonald's sweepstakes or any sweepstakes, Publisher Clearinghouse. That's not them. And I know in your mind you think that's them, but it's not. They're a business promoting their product and selling it. Now I told you once, is it illegal? No. Is it immoral? Perhaps. But if you don't think that they are loading boxes and know where, I'm not even saying loading them, but if you don't think they don't know where they're at, you need to realize you're wrong. They know where every card is everywhere. Guaranteed. The computers nowadays, from when I was 20, 30 to what it is now, completely different. The information they can put on holograms compared to what they put on holograms in 1990, I'm going to assume that it's way more. They probably know when that hobby box left the print shop or the printer, when it got out of the truck, when the truck dumped it off, who touched it when it got off the truck. They know everything, guys. All by the scan of that hologram. Goes all back to computer, wherever it is. So, think about it, guys. This hobby box is a scam. Like I said, a scam. Thank you, YouTube, for letting me say scam. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. I mean, they said it years ago. Now they don't bring this stuff up, but this is one of the reasons I keep this. To let everybody know that they know where it's at. And if you're watching me, I hate to say it, but you're probably not going to get it. So, remember, guys, smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Peace. Have a super great day. And why do we really come here? Keep dancing.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind. Not a yes sir, not a Flip the box with the mold, have a seat. Oh yeah, take a number. I was lightning before the thunder. Digging